another Football House update here at the GFF headquarters. My name is Mariama Bojang. As always, we bring you exciting stories making the headlines in the football world here in the country. And of course, we'll be talking internationally as well, because apparently our football has been making headlines when it comes to the WAFU tournament. We'll be discussing about that. But today I have someone whom I always look up to with regards to everything with life, with work and everything. Like, he's my personal buddy. He's no other person but Mr. Ibrahima Suare, who is my immediate boss at the Football House. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure having you. It's been a while that I had this thing with you.
Good afternoon, Mariama. Thank you so much, and good afternoon to the viewers. And of course, like you said, it's always a pleasure. Sometimes it's good to have this one-on-one chat so that we can be discussing wide range of issues concerning our football. It's good to have experts and other football stakeholders talk about football, but at times it's of how it is developing.
Right. That is Ibrahim. This guy will talk 100 minutes without losing energy and all of that stuff. That is how energetic this young man is. So today we are going to be talking about a lot of issues, notably the WAFU under 15 tournament that has just concluded in Mauritania. And of course, we want to take this opportunity to say congratulations to the girls, and of course, equally to the boys as well for making it to the finals. And of course, we will be talking about the under 20 that are getting ready for the All African Games in Accra, Ghana, and also the domestic league, first and second division, both male and female respectively. These are the topic of discussions for this afternoon, and a lot more. Ibrahima, first, like I said, congratulations to the girls for coming out winners of the under 15 tournament in Mauritania, equally with the boys as well. Let's dissect this under 15 tournament.
Well, I think this is the second time we participated in the tournament.
The first one was in Cape Verde?
Yes, in Cape Verde, and Scan 8 participated on behalf of the Gambia.
Right.
But this time around, I think it was more of a selection from schools from the Gambia, like other countries did. And I think for me, this one it's more like it, because the former style was like the best school. That is okay, but if you have a selection of the best talents across the schools, I think for me that's the best way to go. And good that our President Mr. Lamin Kaba Bajo also doubled as the WAFU president, and since assuming office he has been doing a lot of work in terms of developing grassroots football, and both male and female. I think WAFU has added up a lot of programs on their calendar since he assumed office, and we've seen Gambians taking up great leadership positions in the ranks of WAFU. We know Veronique Malak is already part of their female football setup, and Balamin also is there. We have other Gambians that are also part of the WAFU setup. So that is the the importance of having our own people holding key positions in international football. And I think we can only achieve that when we unite as a nation, as a footballing nation. We support whosoever is leading or is in a leadership position, not only to be criticizing, but only to criticize constructively and support.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we will all benefit, as we are seeing currently, since assume that leadership position. More and more, especially she part of refereeing, since Bakary Papa Gassama. Competitions, you gën a mag. Waaye Kaba léegi nekk na président WAFU. Veronique Malak mu ngi fa. Balamin mu ngi fa, keneen ak keneen dinañ am yoon. Waaye suñu nekkee internally di am problème bu ko génnee si biti, te yeneen dëkk ñoo ñu ëpp problème fuuf. Waaye doo ko gis lu bari. ñu ko génne seen social media ñu ko génne fu nekk waaye ñun dafa mel ni yéenay du ma ko dee wax sa ne daf dee tontu mbañeel daal. waaw comme nga bañ nit ki personnalité am not lu moo liggéey. waaye nit ki personnalité am dafa naa loolu. waruñ fa àgg as Gambians. nit ki su moo liggéey boo xam ne jaarut yoon. wax ko ne looy def jaarut yoon waaye tegal ko. naka la moo def ba mu jaar yoon.
waaw pour mu mën a dem forward.
exactly so su demee forward loolu yi pour ñun la rek. loolu dañ ko si doon ñambaas rek pour ñu understand the magnitude of Gambians ñuy hold key positions in international football. because façon yi la dee njëriñ. because yeneen dëkk yëpp seen nit ñi ñoo fa nekk. pour mu easy ñu ubbil gateway seen nit ñi nekkut ne seen nit ñi munuñ ko wala ñun suñ nit ñi munuñ ko mun nañ ko. waaye tamit kan moo fa nekk ku leen di recommend loolu mooy wax bi parce que nit ku nekk koo xam kooku ngay mun a recommend so ñun tam suñ nit ñi ñun lañ xam so dina easy pour ñu recommend ñu so loolu laa doon ñambaasaale rek pour ñun tamit ñu bàyyi wante xel ñu gën a unite as a nation ñu xam ne ñu ñëpp benn jubluwaay lañ am te mooy Gambian football dem forward te ñu ci tànka yooyu noonu lu si des rek mooy ñu gën a jàppoo gën a jàppalante gën a téye wante su ko defee ñun dinañ àgga together ñun ñëpp fuñ bëgg a àgg.
muy lu am solo but let's talk about the girls category. We have seen a rise in women's football. Players signing contracts, and immediately from the local league, they're signing contracts internationally and all of that. Now, winning this category in Mauritania will kind of set the bar for all of these girls to maintain that performance and going to their various league setup from the first to the second division, improving the standards of this. I'm having this knowledge or competition sort of to take it back to their league setup.
Absolutely. One thing, Mariama, our football is developing.
Yeah.
It depends on which lens you wear. But for me, any lens you wear, you will see the unprecedented development in terms of our football. It was very rare to see a Gambian player signing straight from the domestic league to top leagues in Europe. Now we are seeing that. We are seeing our female players straight from the Gambian league sign professional contracts, which shows there is a trend that has begun. So it's for us to jealously guide that trend to continue. If we start naming names, we will left some behind, because only late 2023 to 2024, that we are in March, we have seen so many Gambians, footballers, signing contracts in international clubs. And that is very positive for our football, So I think this is a trend that we expect to continue, because every now and then you will see a club will publish a player so and so and so have signed contract in so and so and so club, both male and female.
Right.
Now that this under 15, especially the female, have consistently shown that there is something in Gambia that we need to jealously guide. They've Scan 8 went to the tournament, they won it and went to the Pan-African Schools Football Tournament. Now Team Gambia also went, and again they won the tournament and have qualified to the Pan-African School Tournament. Now where we have to go in terms of the girls is to qualify to the World School Football Tournament. That is now where we need to aim at. But for WAFU and Africa, we are up there in terms of the females. Because look at their performances, look at the resource they are able to generate, and the individual accolades. Even the male side, they were not in the final, they played in the third playoff. But the best player was a Gambia.
So that goes to tell you that these boys are definitely doing fantastic. Yeah.
They did not play the final, but they won the best player.
Right.
And that is very rare. It shows you that player is a top quality or a top talented player. Because if you are not in the final, you have a very slim chance of becoming the best player.
Yes.
And now this player has not played in the final. His team finished 4th because we lost the 3rd place playoff against Mauritania.
Mauritania, yeah.
The team finished 4th. And a player that team finished 4th was voted the best player. That is a talent. That is an achievement. And we should all be proud of that. The female, they won the best player. The leading goal scorer, Aissatou Buharo, is a Gambian in the female category. So it shows there's something in the Gambia that we need to jealously guide, nurture these talents, and make sure that they graduate from the under 15 to the U17, to the U20, to the U23, and next to the national team.
Can we have the names for both the girl and the boy who has won the player of the tournament? Because this is a fantastic run for a team that has, you know, got a 4th place to be nominated for or to be named the best player of the tournament, and of course in the girls category as well. And congratulations to all of these individuals, because it's a teamwork, and then individual recognition follows as well.
Alaji Usman Kante was voted the best player in the male category. He's the one I'm talking about. I was talking earlier, you know, 4th, and you become the best player without playing the final. It shows it's a rare talent. I'm
sure some coaches are watching right now. They want to scout the young boy to be featured in the league.
Exactly. Then the female best player is Anna Bojang.
Anna.
And the leading goal scorer, like I said earlier, is Aissatou Buharo. With 5 goals she scored. And, you know, it's a great fit for the Gambia. It's a great fit for the Gambia.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Now that the under 15 is done and dusted, these girls are coming. What next do we have for these girls in terms of preparations for the bigger tournament? And of course, like I mentioned, this is going to add more quality to the league. I know a lot of people will start watching the league in terms of some of these girls and you know, in their individual teams as well. But all done and dusted, the under 15 is done. The tournament, the bigger competition is going to begin very soon. What kind of things will be put in place?
You know, now it's time to mold them to become better players for the future. Now it's time to create a smooth pathway for them to graduate to the U17 category. Now that they have to begin preparation in earnest for the Africa School Football Championship, not to wait until the final minutes to start going up and down for them to participate. I think it's now time to give the coaches at least the time with the players to be training, if not daily, but at least weekly training program, 3 times a week. Now against the Pan-African School Football Championship, until it is nearer, then they can start daily training and camping and whatsoever. Because all of these girls are going to school; they are students. But because they also need to have time studying, because everything is not about football. There is life after football. And we also need to encourage them to concentrate on their education. So for me, they should start preparation in earnest for the championship that is the school football, African School Football Championship. And then we start molding them for the U17, Mariama, both male and female. You know, one thing about the U17, if you remember the U17 that I was part of, I went together with Lai Bojang as the media officer, and Abdou Jame Tiboy was the assistant. You know, Bakary Kejame was part of the delegation in Senegal. Could you imagine that U17? 90% of the under 17 that went to the under 20 that went to the World Cup, that won the WAFU, and went to the final of the African Nations Cup. 90% of them were from the under 17. The Adama Bojangs, even this Yankuba Minte in Feyenoord was part of that U17.
U17.
Mahmoud Bajo was part of that U17. You know, we cannot name all, but 90% I can confidently say, because I know all of them, we are part of that U17 setup. So it shows we need to build another U17. So when this under 15 returned home, we need to start molding them to become the new under 17. Then the under 20 will have a supplying line, because currently there is no U17. So the under 20, that is why this African Championship, I have to do another scouting. But if at all there was an under 17 in place, he would have only go there, pick the better players, mix it up with the other talents that he would have identified, and then we will have a team. That will make his job easier. So for me, when they return, let us start thinking about the U17, both male and female, push them, mold them, prepare them tactically, technically, very well, so that we will have better future U17, U20, U23, and then to the national team.
I'm sure the technical director, that is Sang Ndong, is already putting those things in place, because he is with the team that traveled to Mauritania. And congratulations to the technical director, by the way. I mean, he has been through the process altogether from the beginning, and now, you know, having all of these trophies under his technical department,
you know,
is such an achievement.
You know, he and his, you know, regional football coaches coordinator, Lamin Sambu, and then you have regional coaches. They all did this scouting for the U15. You know, all the coaches were involved, and that is why I think we can be certain that that is their plan for these boys to return, and the girls start preparing them to take up that under 17 team, and then the trend will continue to the U20, to the U23, and then to the senior team. Sang and his team are doing very well, because the last time they went to Cape Verde, he was with the team. Now to Mauritania, again, he is also with the team. So he is more particular about grassroots football than even the elite football, because very rare you see him traveling with the senior national team. But he would prefer to travel with the under 15, the U17, the U20, the U23. You know, those are the categories that he preferred to travel with, rather than the A team.
Before we conclude with the WAFU under 15, we will also want to take this opportunity to say thank you to WAFU for organizing or bringing such initiatives to the WAFU management, and notably our president, Mr. Lamin Bajo, for putting all this tournament together. It's very important that we you know, bring such initiatives on board, especially during your tenure. And we have seen a lot of progress under WAFU A that has been under his leadership. We want to take this opportunity to congratulate him and the whole management for putting such a successful tournament again in Mauritania.
And school football.
And school football. Absolutely.
Gambia's Secondary School Football Association.
Yes.
Alassane C and the team.
Mr. C has been doing fantastic.
Absolutely.
Congratulations to the young man.
He has been running, you know, up and down, and making sure that things are put in place to make sure that, you know, everything is in place for these, you know, children to travel and have a successful tournament. I think also a big congratulations should go to him and you know, the Schools Football Association for doing a wonderful job. And secondary school sports, I think they also chip in, the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education and the Gambia Football Federation. I think you know, we should say thank you to all Gambians. You know, the ministry, the government, you know, they've all did their part.
We're all partners in development, so to keep TFL, so ko defé affaire bi muna gëna baax so ko defé gamé jëm kanam. We are talking about the under 20 now. You know, we have seen Lai Bojang and his lads preparing for the All African Games to be hosted in Ghana, Accra. The 23-man squad will be named. I'm sure they are in camp already at the NTTC, that is the gold project in Yundum. We have seen a couple of test games as well between them and some few first division teams, Fortune and of course Steve Biko of recent. And today they are going to have their last test games between them and the league leaders, Real de Banjo at the gold project respectively. Ibrahima, let's talk about the under 20. This team is you know, from the look of things, you know, a lot of people are really impressed with their performances.
Yeah, I think continuation is key in any thing that you are doing, and I think that is the trend that is continuing. For the U20, from Matar, you can see Lai Lai came in and also decided to work with the same backroom staff that was working with Matar, and the development trend continues for the under 20. They've started training, like you said. They played 2 test matches so far with Steve Biko and Fortune. They won both. They beat Fortune 2-1, Steve Biko 3-1. So it shows the consistency in their performance. And Lai also has released the squad, the 20-man squad for the All Africa Games, you know, which will begin on the 8th this month. And, you know, 3 goalkeepers, Ibrahima Jete of TMT, Yukasi Sanyang, Steve Biko, and Usman Kamara, Dutch Lions. So you can see Ibrahima and Yukase were part of the team that went to the World Cup.
The World Cup, yeah.
And then you have defenders, you have Mamadou El Jallo of Steve Biko, Mamadou Jata of Banjul United, Mamadou Ba of Team Rhino, Usman Yusufa Dabo of Fortune, Jonathan Korea, Birkama United, Omar Tamba, Samga, Mustafa Nyasi of Real de Banjul, Aliou Mane of Hawks, and midfielders. There you have Ibrahima Njai, Greater Tomorrow, Ali Usei, Fortune, Bakary Touré, Falcons, Alassane Kamara of Real de Banjul. Then the forwards, you have Abdurrahman Job, Hawks, Alassane Badji, Real de Banjul, Musa Sima, Dutch Lions, Ismaila Mane, Steve Biko, Dauda Dabo, Walidan, Usman Cisse, Falcons, Ibrahima Cisse, BK Milan, and Mansour Mbaye of Banjul United. So you can see the squad. I think majority of the players are not new to us. Those of us following the league, we know the players and we know what they can do. I think for me, this is a very good squad. Yes, selection is never fair.
Yeah.
You will leave 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 best players that people will think should be part of the squad, but then that is a headache for the coaches.
Yes.
So it's good that we are not in their shoe this moment, but then we have high hopes on this team to make sure that as they do, they will of course defend our flag to the highest. The test match or the test game against Real de Banjul, 4 p.m. at the Gold Project, it will be really interesting.
It will be.
Real is on form, and they are the best team in the league so far because they are the table toppers. So playing against them, I think, will give Lai and his boys
very good
strong test match.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to that test game this afternoon at the Gold Project, and we're hoping to see goals, because all the test games we have seen a lot of goals. So hopefully today, despite Real de Banjul on top of the table in the first division, I still believe the young boys can really overcome Real de Banjul at the end of the day.
Well, it's a test game,
yes, it is.
And for sure goals.
Yeah.
No doubt, you will see goals because these boys, always score goals. Yes, in both their matches, they've conceded in both 1 goal each. For me, I think the task now today. I'm not a technician, but I think the task is now to keep a clean sheet today.
Yes, yes.
If they are able to keep a clean sheet, even if they don't score, if they are able to keep a clean sheet, that will be a plus for me, as far as I'm concerned. Because both their matches so far, they've not able to keep a clean sheet. So a clean sheet will be really important, and you know, coupled with also scoring goals also will be an added boost for the squad. But I think it will be a good test for both teams, for both Real de Banjul and the U20.
What is going to be your prediction?
Well,
I have a prediction already.
Okay, you can go ahead.
I think it's going to be 2-1 in favor of the under-20. 2-1, yes. Despite talking about the clean sheet, I still feel Real de Banjul can be.
No, Real are playing free-flowing football. You know, with the guidance of Ibrahim Jatta. He's doing very well with the team. They are composed in front of goal. They are scoring goals. You know, and you know, losing matches. The mental strength of the Real de Banjul team is second to none. So I think you know, it will be a good test.
Well, talking about the Real de Banjul, that would take us straight to the league. The first and second division are both very competitive this season, and talking about the table toppers, that is Real de Banjul, have got quite a very competitive first round, and it has been really interesting. We have seen fluctuations here and there, you know, Fortune coming up and, you know, dropping at some point, you know, in the league. Let's take a look at the league and talk about, you know, maybe the top 4 and the bottom 4 as well.
Well, I think it's as competitive as ever. You know, at some point Real were running away with the league.
Yes.
And at some point, Fortune were top. You know, at some point, Team Rhino were very close to the top.
I'm not
still now they are very close to the top.
Tey mu ne ma fa Fortune still ñoo top the table. Man ko yow jëj nga sétan league bi dé.
They change mom. They change mom. Def dey grab. But then Real de Banjul being the most consistent team, they are being rewarded for their consistency. And I think you know, even though at some point they were unbeaten, but this recent past weeks, you know, so far they've lost 3 times. Real de Banjul in the league. Fortune have lost twice, but again they drawn 5 and Real de Banjul 2. So Real on 32 points, Fortune on 29. You can see Team Rhino also on 28, and Greater Tomorrow. Greater Tomorrow on 27 points. They are also doing very well because you know, Steve Biko were at some point part of the top 3. Falcons also, you know, but then even BST Galaxy at some point they are part of the top 3. But it shows the competitiveness of the league, that you know, it's always competitive and it's hard to predict result. At some point, it was easy to predict Real de Banjul matches that win la pour Real. But nowadays, it's not easy like that.
Just one example between Real and Wabanjo.
Real Wabanjo, Real Team Rhino. You know, so it's always difficult to predict the matches. But also it shows the competitiveness of the league, you know. So now it has to go down to the wire, like last season, to know who will be crowned champions at the end of the day. But on top, it's very tight. Between the second and third, it's just a point. Third and fourth, it's just a point. So a win for either team and a draw for the other we will keep changing of position. So I think it's a healthy competition for our league.
Yes, for me, Team Rhino has been doing fantastic. Team Rhino and Greater Tomorrow. You know, when we talk about Real de Banjul and Fortune, these people have been competing top notch, but Team Rhino has been very consistent as well during the course of this competition, and Greater Tomorrow as well. So I feel these two teams have been really fantastic, and most of the times, if they don't win, they will love to take a draw, and that's what we are seeing. And if they maintain this momentum, it can go to the wire between Real de Banjul and Fortune. And if any team at the top mistakenly drop any point, Team Rhino, Greater Tomorrow are going away with the league, and they are not even joking about that, because I have seen the improved side with both these sides, and they have been doing fantastic.
You know, Team Rhino, it's becoming the giant killers of the league. Yeah,
yes.
I know it's for Steve Biko, that name, but then
right.
Team Rhino are gradually becoming the giant killers of the league.
Right.
I think they have managed to, you know, collect points.
Yes.
From both Real de Banjul and Fortune, you know, and seeing at where they are, I'm not surprised.
Surprised, yeah.
Because I've been following the league, I've been following this team, and I think they have the technical backup and the players to make sure that they compete for the league. You know, one thing about them, you will not hear them making noise that we are going to win the league, we are going to compete for the league, we are going to do this, we are going to do that. You know, they go around doing their business like Marimo used to.
Yes.
You know, before, Marimo were the team that we are doing what Team Rhino is doing currently. You know, they will not make so much noise off the pitch, but on the pitch, if you meet them, you will know that this is a very disciplined team, very compact team, tactically oriented team. Yeah. So defeating them, it's always a problem. So them and Greater Tomorrow should not be ruled out. Yes. As we are speaking, they should not be ruled out, and they are, of course, part of the teams fighting for the title. Yeah.
Let's talk about TMT and BST Galaxy for a promoted side coming into the first division. They have kept the momentum quite clear. I mean, you know, TMT is 9th position and we have BST 11th. They're not doing very, very bad, you know, because they have been, you know, drawing teams that we felt, you know, they could have won against BST, but these people are really, really doing fantastic.
Yeah, you know, they are new in the league.
Yes.
So it's understandable that at some point they will lose form, because to have that consistency winning streak in the Gambian league, it's always a problem. So when you can put together 2, 3, 4 wins, 5 wins, that is massive,
right,
in the Gambian league. So TMT, BST, they are not doing bad. You know, the aim for me, from what I think and what I heard them saying, is to maintain the team in the division. And I think they are on track to maintain the team. For me, since they were playing second division, I said these teams are first division teams. Yeah. And I cannot see them relegating this season back to the second division. I'm sorry to some of the big guns, but BST, TMT, for me, I think they are staying. Yeah. I know BST currently are struggling to pick up wins, but then they are still not far away, like you said. TMT also have drawn 3 matches in a row, not bad, with 21 points. Yes. And so I think, you know, for me, I think they will stay in the league this season.
They will. The bottom table, Ibrahima, we have seen, you know, a drop in points drastically for Walidan. You know, Walidan is a big team when it comes to the Gambian football. Now, being at the rock bottom, Ibrahima, it's not looking good for Team Walidan.
Yeah, definitely. Personally, I cannot say where the problem is. Yeah. For Walidan, I think looking at the team, I think they are in transition. Yeah. because looking at the players at their disposal, you know, Walidan used to be a team that attract star names, star players.
Yeah.
And I think the transfer of Abdoulaye Mane also did not help their cause this season, because he was their best player last season and standout performer. Always, I've not watched a game that featured Abdoulaye Mane that you will say today's Abdoulaye has a bad game. He is an all-rounder, so missing such a player will cause problems for any team, not only Walidan. Yeah. You know, and I think they are finding it difficult to have his replacement. And Fode, it's a veteran, has been in the league for decades, you know, and having Ibu Jara also as part of the technicians.
I was going to mention that you have two powerhouses in the same team.
Yeah, I think now they will, because the transfer window is open, so maybe they will work on the squad, to beef up the squad and make sure that they have the players that are up to tax with the Walidan way of play and the expectation around Walidan, you know, because they have a lot of support, you know, and I think they have a lot of work to do. Rooted at the bottom with 10 points, and Banjul Birkama on 12 points, you know, and Samga on 15 points.
Yes.
You know, then you have Bombada, BST. It's very tight down there also. Yeah. But for Walidan, they have a lot of work to do. They are not scoring that much goals, but then they are conceding. And the saddest part is, in some games, they will take the lead at the break, and even their last match, they were leading at halftime, and second half they conceded 3 goals. You know, those type of performance, I think Fode and Jara and the technical staff should be working towards that. We still have the second round, the whole second round to play. So there is a lot of football to be played, but a lot of work also need to be done if Walidan, you know, should be safe from relegation once more.
Well, these are very big teams, and I'm hoping that the second round they will come back and, you know, improve their performances to maintain, because it's anybody's game right now. I mean, if you drop points, you know, you will definitely be relegated. You need to improve on the performances as well. Yeah, moving on to the second division, we have also seen, you know, a lot of interesting developments with the second division. Gambia Ports Authority, BK Milan, Ports, Hearts FC, and of course Gambia Dutch Lions, you know, all dropping points, notably the Gambia Dutch Lions dropping points the same week.
Against Ouagadougou.
Against Ouagadougou. We have seen also BK Milan dropping points as well, you know, the same week, which is, you know, all confused. So, but Heart FC managed to, you know, come through, you know, and have all the 3 points needed for them to be on top of the table.
You know, there's something special about Heart FC.
Yes.
That people need to study their brand.
Yes.
You know, there must be something in place at Heart FC that is giving them all this development, all these resources.
Of course.
You know, remember, they are from Jarasoma.
Yeah.
You know, and they came to existence because of the idea or the model that this current executive came with. That is to have separate triangulars between the Greater Banjul and the other regional teams. So, and then Heart is an academy. They have a standard academy.
True.
And that pitch in Jarasoma, it's really, really contributing to their performance.
Absolutely.
I think they have a strong technical or model of football that is working very well for Heart FC. And kudos to their management and the players. Being on top of the league is no fluke. They work hard for it. Mariama, look at the teams or the names in the second division.
Right.
BK Milan, Gambia Ports Authority, Hawks, Elite United.
Right.
You know, these were all first division teams. Serakunda FC, former Gamtel.
Yeah.
These were all first division teams, elite Gambian teams. But Heart FC from Jara Soma is on top of the league. So it shows there are talents everywhere in the Gambia.
Yes.
Give them the opportunity and they will show you what they can do.
Yeah.
So I think this should be a cause for celebration, even though we are not yet at the end of the league, but it should be a cause for celebration.
Absolutely. I agree.
A team all the way from LRR, lower river region, is leading the league.
Yes.
That's something special.
And these kids, they play amazingly very well.
Absolutely.
I mean,
absolutely.
You know, I think also one of their secrets is, you know, grooming these young boys from the academy level to the second division, which is very, very amazing. So, I mean, all the teams should have a young academy teams that they should groom their players from
there.
They should
have a feeder team.
A feeder team that will you know you have them from the junior level to the senior level of every team, which is very interesting. So Hearts FC on top, you have
and 3 points different.
On 3 very interesting.
That is not easy to have in this league.
It is not easy
to be on top. 3 points.
Yes.
From the second position.
From the second position. BK Milan second. Ports Authority. Ports that they have improved drastically, massive. They have been doing some massive. I think one of the things we have seen them introduce is, you know, awarding their individual players with, you know, at the end of every game. And I think also we have seen an improved side from being one of the teams that have been struggling, you know, with their finances and everything, now going to awarding, you know, their individual players every game. That's an encouragement.
Yeah, it shows football goes with motivation.
It does.
You know, players, yes, they can do the job, but they need to be motivated.
Yeah.
You know, they were struggling at some point, like you said, finance, here and there, non-payment of salaries, here and there, rumors about all those things. But now they are awarding each match best man of the match.
Right.
And that is giving extra motivation to the players. And I think, for me, they have the most experienced team in the second division. Look at their squad and the players they are featuring in the squad. Very experienced players. But again, Koka, Bachamba, they are also doing something special to motivate, because like we see in Europe, sometimes big players, they have ego.
Yeah.
So you should be a good manager to manage those egos. So I think they are doing very well in managing, you know, those big players.
Yeah.
And you know, the likes of Babukar Kamara was a defensive midfielder, but now most of the time he plays as an offensive midfielder, and he's getting goals for Gambia Ports Authority. So I think you know, I've watched so many of their matches so far in the first round, and I think they will be up there, up to the end. Whether they will qualify or not, I'm not certain about that, but I'm sure they will keep competing.
One advantage I'm sure Ports Authority has is playing home. You know, playing in Banjul. That is one advantage they have. All their fans coming through for them, which is plus.
No, all the teams have home advantage now.
I know. No, come on. Seriously, not all teams.
But all of them have home advantages now.
I'm not going to mention names.
It depends on if where you choose your home.
Exactly my point. Exactly. Some teams choose home away from home. So, you know, you understand.
Mofas not.
Mofas. So the bottom, Jara West, Immigration, Jam City, you know, Ibrahim, 12 points, 14 points for Jara West.
Yeah, you see it is closer.
Yes.
In the first division, in the second division than the first division.
Yeah.
You know, 12-12, 14-14.
14-14, yes.
16-16. It goes on.
Right.
So it shows that nobody is safe so far. Yeah. And Jam City, you know, they've been struggling. But look at their last game.
Yes.
You know, it shows. Who knows? They might catch up.
There's a lot of games in the second round.
A lot of games
Trust
to play.
me.
Immigration.
Yeah.
At some point they were doing well. Jara West have been struggling throughout the season.
Yeah.
I think they also need to do something.
Despite having home games and all of that.
Last season, the same thing happened to them.
Yeah.
You know, they lost points on appeals. You know, but this season, you know, they are losing points on the pitch. So I think they need to do as Heart is doing. They used to be the big team of Jara, but now Heart is gradually taking their position. So I think they need to buckle up. Unique Global, they are new. The name is new. Management is new. Everything is new. So I think you know, they used to be PSV Wellingborough. So they too has a lot of work to do to make sure that the team is maintained in the league. Medina,
for me, Medina and Canifing, those two teams are fantastic to watch. They have young, very young players.
Medina also have a structure in place.
Yes, they do.
They have an academy.
They do. Now that they have a new coach, we are hoping to see Aliou do his magic like he did with Hawks before he was off, and now with Medina, you know, we are hoping to see something come out from that signing as well. We do this quickly because we have 2 minutes from my producer. The first division for the female league, we've seen Joshua, that is the second rather, Red Scorpion for the top Berewuleng Police, 30, 26 and 24, Ibrahim.
Yeah, I think we should all celebrate this season.
Yes.
Mariam,
for not seeing at least 10 points gap.
Wow.
Yes.
Also for not seeing 10 not, 15 not. You know, the margin is very, very close.
It is.
Even yesterday, Birkama versus Red Scorpion, I was like expecting that big scoreline.
Yes.
I know 4-0. It's a big scoreline.
Yes.
But the standard of Red Scorpion, 4-0. It shows at least there is some form of progress. And Red Scorpion, believe me, they are playing the best football in the league.
Yes.
Watch them, you will be satisfied. You know, their transition from defense to attack. And they play as a team. Yes, they have so many individual players that are fantastic at the role that they play. But also, Choro and team also are doing good in molding those talents to make sure that they play as a team. I think Kadijata, anytime Red Scorpion are in a problem, she will manage to score as a defensive midfielder.
I think one advantage that Red Scorpions has is having an academy, you know, I think soccer academy that has been supplying them with a lot of players.
And
soccer girls,
also Quintes.
So I think that's quite progressive.
You know, football, Mariam, football don't head. Joko aham, right?
Wow.
You get what you want.
Definitely. The bottom, we've seen Raptim, Rock Bottom, City Girls, GAF, Immigration, just like the male side. We are also seeing the immigration for the girls also are struggling as well.
There also you have 5, 5, 7, 9, so still a lot of football to play.
Yes.
You know, City Girls, I think.
I think they are missing Elen very, very much,
They need to step up. GAF need to step up. Immigration need to step up. Berkama, you know, also need to step up. I think, you know, the team to watch from now on should be TMT with the signing of Nima Sabali.
So,
her first game,
she
already scored 2 goals.
2 goals already. So it means
and helped the team to win 5-0.
5.
Their biggest result so far in the season. So it shows there's something about this Nima. That needs we need to watch out for.
We'll bring you the transfer news of Nima. Apparently, it's making noise on the streets.
You know, go to the Jumama Facebook page.
Yes.
You know, they have not detailed you know, how much was involved. They say undisclosed.
Yes.
But they mentioned financially.
They've got a lot.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, not per se, but financially it will help them to recruit more players. So it shows you the transfer is not like normal Gambian transfer.
Yes, yes.
You know, so there is something
special about
Nima.
it.
But Nima is a talent to watch out for. It's a talent.
Yeah.
She
was
doing
penny.
it consistently in the second division.
Yeah.
And now to the elite division, first game, 2 goals.
2 goals, yeah. So imagine if TMT should cross paths with Red Scorpion, watching out for Nima to do her thing is going to be something.
Red Scorpion,
fantastic.
Police,
Berewuleng,
you know, they're all competing now. They're all competing for the league. So
Ibrahima, quickly, the second division, Joshua Nyakar, Fortune are top of the league with 27, 24, and 22.
Yeah, I think I'm not surprised with Joshua because last season they were playing first division football,
yes, they got promoted,
after winning the second division league. I was surprised with their slow start, but at least now they have catch up and they are now on top of the league. I think Yakar has been the surprise package and Fortune. You know, I think for me, they are the surprise packages of the league, and they've been doing well. 24, 22, and Greater Tomorrow 22. I was expecting to see Greater Tomorrow on top there.
Yeah.
I know they lost their last game against Jungmama.
Yeah.
You know, Jungmama at some point were on top of the league with Nima. She was scoring goals, you know, from all angles.
But now then again, Greater Tomorrow lost Elizabeth Ndeke, so I think her presence must be felt as well.
30 goals to score, to lose 30 goals.
Yes.
It's not easy to
I know.
But also Jungmama losing Nima and going on in Birkama to beat Greater Tomorrow. Shows they also have something in place that you know it's helping them to groom talent. So the second division also is very competitive. And
we have Mansawali.
We look forward to the ending of the league.
Mansawali, that was a new team. So, but they, you know, they're trying. We have Raptim all at the rock bottom of the second division league. Ibrahima, thank you very much for the in-depth analysis for the under 15 WAFU tournament. Just concluded in Mauritania, and of course the under 20 in camp at the Gold Project and the domestic league, all here on the discussion table. Thank you very much for your time. Parting words?
Yeah, just to share the fixtures for tomorrow.
Okay.
The second division, rescheduled matches, and tomorrow Tuesday we'll have 4 matches. Medina will take on Immigration in Banjul. Gambian Dutch Lions will play Serekunda United in Birkama. And RS Talinding will play LH United at Serekunda East. And Hart FC will take on Kanifing East in Soma. So another home game for Soma. So Kanifing, get ready now. On Wednesday, Latil Kunda United will entertain BK Milan in Bakau. That is a home from away match at home. At home for BK Milan.
That's what I was saying. Some people play at home away from home. So yeah.
Unique Global versus Jam City at the late Usman Sahau football field. Jara West versus Wagadu in Soma. That is then Gunjur United versus GPA in Birkama, and then you have Final Hawks versus Serekunda FC in Banjul. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Hawks versus Serekunda FC in Banjul. Yes,
so those are the fixtures for tomorrow and on Wednesday.
Sure.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be back here on Wednesday to talk about more league football, because we have been seeing all these awards from the Coaches Association.
Absolutely.
You know, we have seen ladies. Congratulations to the realists, by the way. They have been doing fantastic. We have seen awards from both sides, the male side and the female side as well. So we will get hold of the Coaches Association to come here and, of course, talk to us about these awards, because we have seen an improved award. We have seen plaques being given from the iAfrica CEO. And of course, a lot of people, of course, Gambia Football Federation, one of the sponsors of the award and all of that. So we will get them here on Wednesday, hopefully, to talk about more about the award and, of course, discuss in depth with the league and some of the statistics we feel are very, very important for our viewers out there, always following the Gambia Football Federation. Thank you very much. And to the whole entire production team, my able producer, Omar Toure, Mariam Okoma, you know, doing the transitions and all of that stuff. Elboy, also part of the production, and of course the head of production, Bakari Burama Balde, for putting all of these things together. Thank you very much. I am your host, Mariam Bojana. Of course, my co-host this afternoon is Ibrahima Suare. Thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.